Hi, good evening. I have a very close family friend and one of the most authentic, auspicious jewelries you can think of is called Senco. I'm sure you guys have heard the name. The name is now global, and he has been a big help for this conference 2027. He's one of those guys who adapts technology the faster than many jewelers we know in this country. He is already into AI exploration. He's taking his design to the AI platform to see how he can get his traditional jewelry with the trending jewelry, how he can come with the best design to come out in this market. So with that kind of progressive mind, he is we call our vertical AI retail tech. He is our chair for that panel, and you guys will be listening to him on our conference platform. So welcome, Suvankar.
So I think it's a really wonderful initiative, Rahul, that you are taking. And here, one thing we all need to remember that we might like jewelry is one of the most traditional product that has been there over hundreds of years. People have been using, but how we, in spite of being in the business of tradition, culture, trust, is adopting technology and applying and implementing these new ideas so that we can give a much better experience to the consumers. We've been one of the first of the few, I would say, that we're analyzing the shape of the face of our consumer to guide them as to what is that particular design that will suit her. The shape of the necklace, we call it the shape of you program. We will one of the first few people to launch digital gold, where consumers can save in the form of gold, using blockchain and other such applications. So the whole concept here is that yes, you might be doing business in a way you're preserving craftsmanship, you're preserving art, the karigars which hail from this part of our country. But along with that, how do we change with times? Because change is something which is constant, and we have to change ourselves so that we are ready for the future. And I think this whole initiative that you're taking for us and for all the business people that peer from India, we shall be going to the Silicon Valley. We have the mind, we have the talent, we have the thoughts, and out there we also will meet the best of knowledge and the best of hearts, and how we can learn from each other and how we can prepare ourselves to face the future with success and with growth. That's the whole fun.
Very first, that kudos to you. This is what I love about you. The other thing I want my audience to know, with a lot of jewelers we know in Bengal, right? And a lot of jewelers nationwide. But they are more in that shell of family run or family owned. You are the first one I know, at least from my knowledge point of view, whom I know personally, who decided a few years ago that, look what, I need to grow. I need to grow fast. And I'm not in this infancy of just being 100% family owned business. I want to make sure that I share this and you grow, the public grows, the consumer grows. So you went for an IPO. How this idea came, what drove you, what inspired you, you should share so other jewelers or other retailers can learn this from.
Right. 2007-8, I finished my MBA from IMT Ghaziabad. And me and my father, we were, over the breakfast table talking, discussing, and how we can grow the business. Because after finishing my education, I've come with big ideas, big dreams. And at that point of time, our turnover was 100 crores. So me and my father said, okay, we have to aim to be 1,000 crores ka. That was a thought. It all began with a thought. And we knew that if we have to grow, we cannot grow by ourselves. We need to grow with people together. We need to make the Senco family larger. So we said that what could be the ways and means. So we started off with the franchisee model, getting into the tier 2, 3, 4 towns and cities. Then in 2012, we got the best of auditors, the best of ERP. So we were amongst the first jewelers to implement Microsoft ERP back in 2009-10. So we were working on building the backend strong, and we knew that unless we adopt technology, make our backend strong, we will not be ready to go in the future. So these were these futuristic ideas and thoughts that we did at that point of time. And we need to be very clear what we want out of our life. Why do we want to grow? We want to grow because we want our business. We've been 4 generations, but we need to build the business so that it continues for the next 4 generations. That can only happen if you keep on adopting to the newer trends, the newer technology. And then, 2012, 14, we took private equity. Again, as you said, as a family jeweler, if we need to, open up our mind that growth cannot be when you're alone. Growth has to be with people holding hands with other. And that's where it all began. And we finally won today. We're very blessed that we are a public listed company. We have more than 2 lakh shareholders across the country and foreign investors also investing. So I think that it is, living up to the trust. We are a trustee. If that is the thought we have, that we are not owning, ultimately you, me, that we own. We all have to leave the world one day. But what the responsibility and the duty we have, we need to give our best to perform it right. And I think with that thought process of building a large family and a network, we will keep going. And with your blessing, with blessing of God, we hope to continue to grow in the future.
What an inspirational story, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this story not just touches my heart, but I think millions of viewers who's going to see this, and I'll make sure this goes viral, that I want them to get inspired. He's a young man. He has this beautiful white Joita who's also has such good enterprising skills. They make a team. And then he has all the right people. If he would have thought just to content his business in his family, Senco would not become today a household name. So I tell you, I congratulate you, I back your back, I salute you. You are one of those few Bengalis who have thought that I'm not going to bow down and become a failure and enjoy the sympathy of the people rather than I should be a winner. And not only you should be the winner, the people with you and the public with you should the winner with your fast growing property of the country, right?
Right. Yes.
Very the excellent job. Thank you.